Hi, I'm Tim, the camping guy, and I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. I actually had quite a few people asking me what it takes to prepare to go camping. I'm out here, I'm all by myself on the lake. I want to make sure I have brought the appropriate things, and people are sometimes going, I'm used to car camping where I can always drive to a store somewhere and get something. So I do have some tips on how to make sure you bring the appropriate things and what to bring. And so I'll go through a lot of that stuff. The very first piece of advice I can give you is make a checklist. Trust me, I've learned from experience. More than one occasion, I've left a few things behind. I've been 3/4 of the way to where I'm going and realized, I forgot my paddles. Luckily, I could stop in before I got to where I was going, and there was a little town somewhere where I could stop into a store and buy some extra paddles to bring with me. I forgot a sleeping bag one time. Trust me, I won't make that mistake again. It was early spring and it was quite cold out, and just had to kind of put some clothes on, and I had a little tarp. That was my sleeping bag. Tarps are not real insulated, they're not real warm. So I finally realized, okay, I need a checklist to make sure I'm not going to forget anything else. So that's what I've done to make sure you don't forget things like toilet paper or your toothbrush and toothpaste, medications, all those kind of things. Food is another priority. One of the very first things I did was make sure I got a really good cooler, especially on a weekend like this. There is a complete fire ban in the area, so I won't be cooking any food, so I have to bring everything that I can just eat without having to cook it. So I did bring up some food that I stopped along the way to get, so I've got a couple of sandwiches and things for today, and then I'm going to have some food that's going to keep in the cooler, and also just to keep some fresh water and things. So yeah, it's real important to have a good cooler. Here's another handy tip. When I'm putting my cooler together, I put some water into these containers, put it in the freezer the day before, turns into a block of ice. Helps keep everything cold in the cooler. And then the next day, everything melts. You have fresh water to drink. And I'm not alone. There are other people that come on the lake. They're doing some fishing today. Hope you have luck.
Well, thank you.
If you don't have luck, have skill.
Hopefully we have one of you.
This time I'm on Cauliflower Lake, and there's no real portaging. It's just right from the parking lot down to the lake, so simple. So you can bring lots of things. So I've discovered, though, as I bring some extra comforts, I tend to like them and I want to bring them. And then when I go on long portages, boy, that lounge chair is really cozy in the afternoon to just lean back and relax and sit out. It's like lawn chairs now. I will not go camping no matter how much portaging, how far back I'm going to do it without a nice camp chair. The Perseids meteor shower this weekend. So this is the main reason why I'm coming out this weekend, because this is supposed to be a great shower this time to see the shooting stars. It's one of the few times where everything lines up, where it's a weekend, it's nice weather, so it should be clear out, and the moon is very weak, so it's just going to be going down early, so it won't be a bright sky. So hopefully it'll be great for watching the shooting stars this weekend. These little inflatable mattresses are terrific. I think this cost $25, something like that. And it has the built-in pump. So you just do it manually. It's all built in, so you don't have to bring anything. You don't have to blow into it with your hand. And it takes me about 4 minutes, and I've got a perfectly comfortable mattress. Here's another handy little tip I learned. When you pick up a sandwich somewhere at a fast food restaurant or something and to bring up for later in the day, in this case I have a chicken sandwich and I got it this morning. I said, okay, no mayo. That's a much better way to travel. So then now it's several hours later and I'm having it now and it's not all mushy and all that kind of stuff. So it holds well. What I do is just get a sweet and sour packet instead, and then I put that on top, and that's a perfect meal. Well, I had a great sleep last night. It was pretty quiet most of the night. A few loons squawking here and there, but not too bad. Now it's up for a beautiful day. A little bit cloudy right now, but nice and warm, and hopefully it doesn't get too hot. I'm going to have breakfast this morning. Something I don't normally have when I go camping, but I have some cereal. It's a combination of Life and Shreddies, although also have some Captain Crunch just for fun, and a nectarine. So brought up some milk in my cooler. All right. Oh, it's been a fun day. Had a nice breakfast this morning and then paddled around the lake for a little bit and explored all the sights around here. I relaxed a little, sat out, enjoyed the nice day. I found out if you have biodegradable soap and shampoo, that's all great, but apparently it's not biodegradable in water. So I bought a camp shower. So now I can shampoo and do all that kind of stuff and just have a shower out in the wilderness. Just fill my shower bag full of water, put it out in the sun for a few hours or longer, depends on how hot you want the water, and you can have a nice shower and clean off and be good for the environment. Since there's a fire ban, I couldn't warm up all my food. Tonight I have pizza for dinner, and I just used solar heating. So just put it in a tin foil, put it out in the sun for a little while, warm it up, and wow, delicious. Got up this morning, had another shower and cleaned up, and gonna have a ham and cheese bagel, and then I'm gonna go paddling to the Portage Trail, go for a nice long hike. I can go down the trail, and then there's a road I can follow to a logging road that goes down. Yes, they do logging in the park. It is a multi-use park, and you know, that's part of it. And I'll come back and enjoy the rest of the afternoon here, my final day. Absolutely spectacular weather. Calm, warm. This is great. Well, I decided to switch campsites yesterday. Just where I was, just the angle for looking at the meteor shower, there were just too many trees in the way. So everybody left yesterday, so I was the only person on the lake, so I moved over to this spot. It's way more open, so I knew I could be looking up into a lot more of the sky, and it was fantastic. I was up probably, say, from midnight till 2 watching the stars, and I saw, at least 50 shooting stars. So it was fun sitting out, staring up at the sky, just put my lounge chair out, had a blanket over top to keep nice and comfortable, and yeah, it was fantastic. Biggest tip I can give for backcountry camping is just do it. Have fun, enjoy, get out to nature. Enjoy the peace and quiet. Now it's time to pack up and head on out, head back to civilization, but I will be back again. Tim the Camping Guy saying, enjoy outdoors.